I remember.
Welcome. One, two, three, showtime. So she's not a lesbian, or she is a lesbian?
No, she is a lesbian.
Okay. Well,
She
great
does
way
not
to start. If your church is got a cash app, there it is.
There it is.
1, 2, 3, showtime. Or have a choice in your mindset is part luck.
Really? Everybody ain't got Canada rules, man.
One, two, three, showtime. Gang. What's goody? Welcome. Gang. We are in here. Y'all already know where y'all at.
Chill.
Hit the gunshots. People, welcome. Hey, man, we got a dope show for y'all tonight, though. You know, Wild Wednesdays. We're gonna get wild tonight. We're gonna get wild tonight.
Sorry about that.
People, we are talking about it. We're gonna talk about some Jesus stuff. You know, me and Notice has to hash it out on the podcast, you know what I mean, because of the last podcast we had. You know what I mean? So, of course, we're going to hash that out. Also, we got some current events that, you know, that's been trending around. We want to give you guys a filter out perspective on it. Also, I got some videos for y'all, man. Oh, nigga. Y'all know I gotta be coming up with these crazy videos. I love bringing out content. I just think it's like the dopest shit to just bring some, like, I would see some shit that y'all would probably be like, why would he play that? And then I'll say the reason why. And like, how would he think of that? Right? I'm a thinker. Motherfucker thinker. People, you just now tuned into the Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull. And I am your host, along with the other great host of this motherfucker, Shizzo. I'm Biz, Big Notice. You know what I mean? Y'all can go check out that music on Spotify. We got about, I think 13,000 monthly listeners right now. You know, doing pretty well for us. So y'all go ahead and check it out, man. Go ahead, check that shit out, man. You know, it's gonna be a great thing. Y'all go check out the music. It's Dirty Harvard, DIRTYHARVARD. You know, I'm gonna have to spell it out for some people because, you know, I do speak with, like, you know, retardation a little bit. So, but yeah, we're gonna get you guys with the current events. I'm gonna get these videos uploaded for you guys, you know what I mean? But you already know it's Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull. One, two, three, showtime.
Yeah. What's up with it? Hey, thank you for joining in to the Gas Mask Try TV podcast where we filter out that bullshit. Hey, and we are in Notice This Current Events. Have y'all noticed Marshawn Lynch got a DUI in my town. Now, everybody like, yeah, you born and raised for Vegas? No, I am not. But I have been here for 10 plus years. And yes, he got a DUI out here. DUI. And yes, it's one of those cities like you think you can come here and you can do whatever. No matter who you are. I'm gonna tell you like this: you drive drunk, you crash, or you just driving and you be in a Maybach. They do not care. You come over here and you're driving drunk, guess what's gonna happen? You are going to get a DUI. Food for thought. Food for thought. Also,
Have you dealt with that before?
Out here, no. I have been very lucky. Let me tell you a story. They're very lucky. Now, I got pulled over. When I got pulled over, I literally was came from the store, got my Red Bull, drunk half of the Red Bull, put some liquor in it, half and half, right? Did my half and half thing. And then I was driving. I was literally maybe 5 blocks from the house, driving, and I got pulled over for speeding, which I was speeding, but I wasn't speeding like crazy. I was just 5 or 10, maybe 8 miles above the speed limit, right? They were just catching people speeding. And I was so nervous that they had the breathalyzers. It was crazy because I didn't have a license at the time, and nor was the vehicle registered. By the grace of God, Biz and Yahweh, Biz. I would say that I literally got pulled over maybe like I want to say 50 yards from my house, and the guy ended up giving me a ticket and let me on my way. But was it an expensive ticket? Yes, it was, and it is now resolved. And I don't like that. I did have a DUI out in San Diego, which got resolved as well. That would be my second DUI. But they're 2 different states, so I'm just saying, guys, don't do it. I don't care who you are, you will get caught. It doesn't matter. Don't have blow in your car. Don't have weed. You can have weed, I guess. But don't be smoking it because they now have what is called DUIs, driving under influence while you're high now. And they have a way of telling if you've been smoking weed and you under the influence. They have a way now. It's not a breathalyzer. They do certain tests. And if they smell cannabis or they sense it on you, do not do it.
Your ass getting hurt, okay? Pull the fuck over and just go to sleep, motherfucker.
In other news, my boy Trump is in hot water. Why is Trump in hot water? We all knew this was coming. For the people that didn't believe and did believe, I'm gonna tell you like this: everybody knew it was coming. You cannot do what you've done. Fine, as a president, I think I was reading something the other day, or I watched a video the other day. As a president, you can do whatever, mainly whatever you want to. But then at the end of the day, you still would have to account for what you did as a president when you're not president. And that's, I don't think Trump banked on it. Big ups to him. You know what I mean? I give Trump a lot of praise for, a lot of things that he did, showing that strength that we needed to show as a country. I think he really did that. And he put some laws on, and he really put people in their place. And we needed that at that particular time. You know what I mean? I can tell you right now, I don't believe Biden would have got it done. I don't believe Obama would have even got it done. I think Trump actually put the face on the fear of where America lies today. And you can battle me on this all day. I don't give a fuck. Trump put that muscle, that arm, like, hey, yo, you can't do this. Can't do that. Can't do this. Blah, blah, blah. He spit a lot of rhetoric. The sad part about it is the country is in a cult transition of like, oh, it needs to be all about Trump. Okay, You guys go bail his ass out of jail when he goes there, because he's going, or he's going to get convicted of something. All the shit that he's doing is insane. And I think last but not least, Trump, good guy. He's a good bad guy. He's one of those guys that you may not like, but you have to have him. It's that guy that's in the crew that be like that will get you out of a speeding ticket, that will argue, the same guy that will argue with a waiter over the fries being cold. Like, you don't want that guy at the table because they might spit in your food, but the motherfucker will get you a smorgasbord of food at the end of the day, right? You know what I mean? You don't want to argue with them, but he's the guy that will make sure your food is right. He's the guy that's going to make sure your bills come out correct. He's the guy that when you want a discount on the water bill, or you want a discount on your electric bill, or you want a discount on any bill, that's the guy you call. Trump, that's the guy you want in your corner. My guy. You know what I mean? And I think he did a great job in presidency. I think he failed in humanitarianship. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I think he was I think he was fit for the job that we needed at the time. In other news, I think we talked about this last in the last podcast, and I researched it. Kim and Pete. Oh my goodness, Kim and Pete. Who saw that they were going to break up? Everybody. Everybody. Come on. Did you not? I saw the ducks. I saw the crows. I saw it. I knew she was out there just looking for some, and she even said it. I'm just out here looking for some DICK. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at it. And you know what? Oh, we're still friends. We're still friends. We're still cool. Of course you are. How do you leave one lunatic for the next? I knew this would happen. He sees a therapist all the time. I don't think Kanye West gives a fuck to see a therapist. He's a billionaire. What billionaires you know are seeing therapists? They're fucking them. They are fucking the therapist. And that's just a fact of what it is. And supposedly, there's a rumor going around that Kim and Kanye West will be rekindling everything. From my research, that is false. Kim is just co-parenting with Kanye West, and Kanye West is co-parenting. Who sees them back together? Who sees them back together? I do. They got kids. I believe they have 4 or 5, if I'm not mistaken. They have kids. You always go back to your baby moms and to your baby dads until you can't no more. Kanye West wasn't a bad guy. He was misunderstood, but he wasn't a bad guy. And Kim is not getting any younger. Who's going to want that after Pete Davidson has been brutalized, beating up that punani? I'm sorry. You got 5 kids. I don't care how much money you got. 5 kids, 4 kids, whatever. 4 kids, and you let Pete Davidson hit. And for what I tell, no homo, but Pete Davidson is so supposedly packing in that area. Look, if you knew your girl was sleeping with a porn star, right? A porn star that had a mandingo, would you want to go back to that? It is now considered Arizona's Grand Canyon. I'm just saying. I am just saying. If you don't like me, hate me, I don't care. I'm gonna tell you like that. She fine, but I think I feel like that pussy is like throwing a hot dog down the hallway. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Like me, hate me. You know what I mean? What up? What up with it? Straight
Thank
up.
y'all, man. We'll be right back, everyone. Gang, gang,
I
gang.
would hit
Gas
that.
mask.
Hold on. You can't.
Okay,
I would hit it. I would straight try. I would try to tear it up after Pete Davis has been in it. I would try. You know what I'm doing? I showed y'all. I don't think UKU was here. I don't got my taser, but I would tase the shit out of that pussy. Yeah. Blink. I would tase that shit. I would hit. I would hit. I wouldn't wife her. I would hit it just to say that I got Kim. Hey, yo. Hey, Biz be the first one on the phone. Hey, Biz, guess what? Smash Kim. Oh my God. Smash Kim. Yeah. But wife her? I will wife her for 2 months just like he did.
1, 2, 3, showtime. Yo,
Biz,
check this. Yo,
would you hit Kim?
nah, my dick off.
Non-married Biz.
I didn't say married. I know.
Not cooped
Now,
up.
if you said, would you get your dicks up? Then cool. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't.
What?
I think it's.
If I get my dick
I think
up,
I'm gonna catch something. It's like something about. It's like something about every nigga that touched them females. Like, you know what I mean? Like
crazy.
they all came out like, except for the white boy. You know what I mean? Except for
That's because and we.
I mean, Travis Barker is with girl, you know what I mean? But she's kind of sane though. She's not right. She's not, yeah, she's probably the only one. What's her name?
Chloe.
No, Courtney. Is it Courtney?
No, Chloe is with Travis Barker.
Chloe.
No.
I don't know that. Right. That's how you know we don't know that. That's how you know we don't even fuck with that shit at all. We don't fuck with this shit at all. I mean, I'm just saying it's just weird.
No. It's what's her fucking name? Oh my God. Courtney,
yeah, it's Courtney. Yeah.
My bad, guys.
Yeah.
My bad. Hey,
I'm a drummer, so I know I'm a drummer and I'm a big fan of Travis Barker. So, but go ahead.
But me too. But isn't it crazy how like Chloe went from like this thick dick to like this super fat chick? Like I look at her, I'm like, she's super fat. She'll be gonna smash it, but I want to be the big fish. She's going, oh my god, he did not say that. I'm just saying though, you crazy as fuck.
Shit, if we're gonna smash a woman for money, I'm gonna smash the big fish and going for the. I take Oprah. I take Oprah over Kim.
That's your grandma, though, bro.
I mean, the way you said it like that, that fucking make yourself fucked up.
That's your grandma. That's what it is. What do you mean?
Nah, you can't say that. Yeah, bro, that's weird.
Okay, that's smashing the homie.
Now you just fucked it up.
That's smashing your homie's
Why
grandma.
would you say it like that, though?
That's what the fuck it is.
You wouldn't smash the homie grandma if she was like bad. Like, I'll show you a grandma right now that's like 52.
Hey,
like better than a 25-year-old.
Give me some tequila.
You wouldn't smash your homie. Hey,
give me some tequila and the ecstasy pill. Yeah, or now. And in a safe mansion, where there's guards and stuff like that. Absolutely, I'm in the box and everything. But Oprah wouldn't. Hey, her last name, it wouldn't be Winfrey no more. It'd be like no this. It'd be all in it. Facts.
This fool said Oprah rich, like she got changed your whole life money, change your whole family.
Yeah, I'll be driving around in Teslas and fucking Wagoneers and hey, Oprah, look, can I get a house next to yours, baby? Baby. Hey, just hey, you know what? It's only $3 million, $4 million. Hey, baby. I would be on babe level with her. Hey, babe. Oh, perfect. I'll be calling her babe. I wouldn't even call her Oprah no more. Actually, you know what? I'll call her Oprah babe. Hey, Oprah babe. Oh, babe. Oh, babe.
Hey, I'm gonna let you and UK go ahead and fantasize off of tapping Oprah. And
you would not eat the box.
Huh? I wouldn't eat no Oprah box. Hell no. Nah.
Why not?
I got dignity.
I do too, but I'm looking at. I'm with UK. That rich.
I got dignity. Look, I got dignity.
Fuck that dignity. That dignity go right into my bank account. I'll buy me a new mouth.
Look, he said, shit, I'd buy a whole new. I'll get a whole new island. I get an island with all that money.
Hey, look, UK. You get an island. I get an island. Biz don't get an island. Hey, you wouldn't
she don't think I'm special. Hey, if it was me, no, check. If it's me, you, check. Me, you, and UK in the room with Oprah be like, you know what? You guys, y'all do what I want, but Biz, he'll what's, you know what I mean? That's gonna make her like, okay, I'm gonna have to throw a little more dough out there to Biz. Why are you tripping, babe? Well, you ain't gonna eat this box. Look, she be like, you ain't gonna eat this box? No. Dude, that box is old. Look, you got two motherfuckers eating the box. You got fucking UK and you got Lotus. Let me just go ahead and beat it up. Beat the mouth up and beat that
up. Huh? First of all, neither one of y'all gonna be in the room when I eat the box. Look, let's get that straight right now. Let's get that straight right now. Look that fucking straight right now. Ain't nobody being in the room when I eat the box. You ain't about to tell on me, bitch. Yeah, look, notice ate the box. No, I didn't.
I'm definitely telling TikTok.
roast beef.
Hey, I would be like, yo, TikTok. Yo, Lotus in here eating Oprah box.
Real talk. What do you think her box look like after all these years?
It's that shit is probably that shit. I mean, I don't know. She got big money.
You think she get beat up? You think Oprah Winfrey get beat up? Like get beat in? I can't imagine Oprah Winfrey.
I think she could pay for it. Nigga, she could pay for motherfuckers. You know how many porno motherfucking dudes are? Yeah. A gang of porno motherfuckers that go out there do a private session with her. No problem.
I'm sure.
And they charge her that bill. And she ain't tripping. She probably called 4 or 5 niggas over for the weekend, some porn stars or whatever. Them niggas taking like 3 or 4 pills just to like we fucking over. We gotta knock this shit back.
I think she really was a hardcore nigga. I think hardcore. Do you think she acted out her scenes before in sex?
That's probably nasty. If she did, she opened gonna
new beard oil.
Yeah. People, thank y'all for tuning in. It's the Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull. And of course, I got some videos we're gonna go ahead and lay on y'all before we get into this topic with the Jesus talk. Check this out, people. Oh, and y'all go check out that music. I got a motherfucking video to play y'all. I had to tip the guy. Yeah. Dirty Harvey. Yeah.
Boys in the hood city always hard. They come talking that trash, we'll peel their car. No for nothing in life, but to be legit. I ain't said nothing, nigga, just some dirty Harvey shit.
Yeah, I caught you sleeping at your front door. A double barrel in your mouth, fuck a po-po. The higher up's the one that's walking with a bankroll. I give a fuck about your gangsters until you explode. Can't you see me? A young nigga South Central. I made a million as a drummer, mama prostitute. The better rappers keep the cameras international. Almost at the killer felon. Fuck your hood code in your feelings. People with leisure but never got time to deliver. I loaded my anger to kill off what I don't consider. She told me to fuck me, I water the grass and the greenest. My mind is just focused on singing, my profits don't need them. Let me channel my mental, I am not human. My spaceship is stupid. Those are confused, riding your ignorance. Politicians would love you when they dismiss you. I'm loading this issue to rally your peoples. My guns down.
Boys in the hood city always hard. They come talking that trash, we'll peel their car. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit. I ain't said nothing, nigga, just some dirty hard.
Yeah. They wanna own the rights to full control. Depopulate what they don't need, that's an undercode. Expose your DNA to be right with your granny knew. I learned to speak in coke, and that was all that granny knew. I prayed to feel me. Breathing through a baby out the room. Now we 16 fucking with some other crews. Shifting birds up north, Maserati blue. A prodigy, your Ricky Rose, they call me old school. Can you see me? No room for competing, I kill up what you can do better. My shooters were each with vision pros, I did decoder. You never were equal, you talking too much, you inform me. My mind is just focused on singing. Problem, here in the water came to the lonely people who was a slave. Only cocaine came to my mama who lived in pain. And foster care just to be me in my younger days. We ride around in gas mask the whole. Boys in the hood, see they always hard.
They come
Talking that trash and we'll build their car.
knowing nothing in
Yeah.
life but to be legit.
Yeah.
I ain't said nothing, nigga, just some dirty hard
What we do
shit.
to 'em, yeah. It's bigger than hip hop. Hip hop is bigger than hip hop. Hip hop is bigger than hip hop. Hip hop, yeah.
The pastor walked off for getting hit too hard.
Jesus. What's up? I want that on Jesus. I play blow. I mean Jesus. You want me to do my time? If not so, it's not possible. I'm not the guy again.
Yo, so
Hey, yo, I love the
did
video.
you see
Holla at me after
the did you see the pastor imitate Jesus and get the shit whacked out of him and was like, oh shit, that hurts.
The pastor walked off for getting hit too hard.
Jesus.
He said, what? He said, hold the fuck.
The pastor walked off for getting hit too hard.
Jesus.
He even said Jesus. He said Jesus dressed like Jesus. He said Jesus. That brought me back to my roots, motherfucker. What the fuck? Yeah, bring the jokes. Bring the fucking jokes, Goofy Beast. I'm gonna fuck.
The pastor walked off for getting hit too hard.
Jesus. What's up?
What's your fucking problem? What's your fucking problem? What the fuck you be like that hard for?
No, he turned around. He said, "What's happening? What's happening? What the fuck
You
is
wanna fight,
happening?"
motherfucker?
The pastor walked off for getting hit too hard.
Jesus.
He said, "Hey, look, we practiced this bitch 1,000 times. Now we in front of an audience. You want to smack the shit out of me?"
That nigga got excited.
Said,
What's up, Goofy Beast, man? Glad you back in, man. He said, hey, I'm driving home right now. You're my sincere apologies about last night. I had passed out. It's all good, man. We was looking for you, though.
bro.
We was looking for you, though. You down for the jokes tonight? Yeah, man. We actually, after the show, we get into the after hours. But yeah, man, you know, we be down for the jokes. You know, wait till your boy will get up in here. Big Rev, you know, what is it, Big Rev 420? You know, see, you get up in here. and we can have that battle y'all were saying, you know what I mean, on the screen. Facts, my guy. Facts. UKTH. He said, "You got me fucked up. You lucky we in this church." We gonna be-
Ah, that's just so funny. I can't even front. That shit funny as fuck. He said,
man.
Jesus, what's happening? Hey, you know what? Hey, I forgot to let everybody know that on the notice this Young Gunner got new charges. Did y'all hear about that? Did you hear about that? This? You about the new charges?
I'm finna get to them with
Tomato. Get that shit the fuck out of here.
oh my gosh, bro. But
Good.
yeah, my bad. So yeah, he got a RICO. Well, he got. Did he already
on
have?
top of the RICO charge.
Oh, on top of the RICO charge. Wow.
This motherfucker managed to get felony with a gun, felony with some drugs, some cocaine and some other stuff, and then felony with a machine gun, motherfucker. Like, oh, how the fuck did you manage
No, I got.
to rack
I got.
up more
I got something a little crazy. That's crazy though. No, that's crazy as fuck. No, you're right.
How the fuck
But
did you
check out
manage
your boy. Check out your boy Fetty Wap. Your boy Fetty Wap.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They on a hunt.
100 kilos? Like, nigga, like what the?
But you
I don't
should have
get it.
known. Everybody should have known that was
I don't
coming
get it.
because
I
they're
don't-
like, they were like, oh, we can stop killing y'all. Yeah, we can stop killing y'all. That's not a problem. Oh, y'all mad that we shooting y'all? Fine. We'll charge y'all to death.
UKTA says, y'all think she goes to the same church as him? As on
I would
probably
be
so,
surprised.
UK. Probably so, my guy.
I wouldn't be surprised. Twerk for Jesus. Hey, you know what? You gonna have my dreams all fucked up right now, man. Hey, Ben, stop playing that fucking clip. You gonna have
Bro, I'm
dream-
telling you, I'm on this shit, bro. Tonight we gonna get through this. We gonna talk about it, man. Why? Because we don't
Twerk
have
for Jesus.
like I don't like. So what I do, people, I end up like when I come up with topics or whatever, or when I'm thinking, it's like sometimes we'll come up with a topic the day of. You know what I mean? Sometimes, but I generally would try to make sure that the videos are pertaining to the topic. You know what I mean? So that way it's not like we're just sporadically playing around all this crazy shit. You know what I mean? So, or some type of twang in that topic, you know. But I don't want to get so fuck it. Now this chick, I fucks with this white girl. Like she the dopest white girl I feel is on the planet. You know what I mean? She dope as fuck. But check her out.
She said she found God. So she gave Russell Wilson the impression, she waited a year to sleep with him, and she gave him the impression that she was a changed woman.
Yeah.
Now, after she gets the kids and the resources, she's twerking on Instagram. I think that's disrespectful as a wife. There are things you can do when you are single that I don't think you should do if you are married.
So I'll play that if anybody didn't catch the gist of that. I'll play it one more time.
She said she found God. So she gave Russell Wilson the impression, she waited a year to sleep with him, and she gave him the impression that she was a changed woman.
Yeah.
Now, after she gets the kids and the resources, she's twerking on Instagram. I think that's disrespectful as a wife. There are things you can do when you are single that I don't think you should do if you are married.
Facts, you fucking floozy ass bitch. Facts. Sorry, I'm not disrespecting all women. There's women that's like that. Oh, I got the bag down. Let me show you my real self. Fuck that bitch.
So we gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that topic. Comment came in, Biz. But Biz, you gotta talk to the guitar player about being on cam. He wasn't in it at all. Actually, so you guys know.
You can't.
So you guys wait.
Who's gonna talk about? That's why I said get at me.
Look.
Get at me after the show Biz already know how I am. He already fucking knows. I go in and rip all
Hold
the
on,
motherfuckers.
hold on. I was trying to say that the video that you're looking at is a video that we shot so many times. So you're looking at two different cameras. There's a one shot main camera, and there's the camera that we're playing with. So that song was shot like maybe 7 times. So we have 7 different versions of different camera views. So it's not the actual camera view that's going to be in the trailer, that's going to be on the website and shit like that. It's just a different, you know what I mean? But his name is Travis. He's a dope ass guitarist. The motherfucker is sick as fuck. Throughout the live video, when we debut it, you will see him in a lot of, like, he's soloing his ass off. Like he's shit. He just shit. He the shit.
How long did it take you business that video?
Oh, bro, it was like, I mean, we was going back and forth. A lot of that was trial and error. That video was actually trial and error.
Who shot
But
the
the
video?
main video,
Who shot the video?
it was here, all in house. G Pops,
Oh, okay.
me and G Pops. You know what I mean? We could have used some extra hands,
Hey, sorry, my guy.
but you know what I mean.
Hey,
It's
look,
all right.
look.
We'll play them better.
Hey, September will be out. I'll be out. I'm there.
You be out of jail? What?
Fuck you, motherfucker. Yeah. I'm
Let's-
out of jail. You're right. Yep, I will be out of jail. You're fucking right.
People, let's get to it. So this chick, this white chick she had a brother. Her brothers were she grew up with brothers, but her brothers been in bad relationships, and they weren't a bad guy. They were just, But anyway, she been through her little mishaps or whatever. But she really she really speaks against feminism and things like that. She believes feminism is a joke, and like it's not real. Also, when she's talking about Sierra, and she's saying how Sierra's with Russell, and just to kind of freshen our minds for audio purposes, because this this goes live on this gets distributed on Anchor and a few other audio podcasts, so we have to play it just for audio purposes. But let's see, I'm not gonna let you out the least. Yeah, UK's an asshole.
You don't know this. You obviously don't know this. I've never known
Your wife not gonna let you out the least.
fucker. You fucker.
She said she found God. So she gave Russell Wilson the impression, she waited a year to sleep with him, and she gave him the impression that she was a changed woman.
Yeah.
Now, after she gets the kids and the resources, she's twerking on Instagram. I think that's disrespectful as a wife. There are things you can do when you are single that I don't think you should do if you are married.
So I necessarily don't have anything wrong to say, or like but go ahead, I'll let you expound.
This is what I would say about it. If he approves of it, he don't care, because there's niggas out there that just don't give a fuck. They be like, yo, babe, if it racks in views, do it. And if they're comfortable in their marriage or their relationship, who's to say that he didn't okay it? She don't know that. See, that's slight way being a Karen, looking into somebody else's relationship. Mind your fucking business. You don't know what Russell said or what he was okay with. I guarantee you this. I guarantee you fucking this. She wouldn't have did it without his permission. Promise you. She's not gonna fuck up her bag. Now she married, she can be like, oh, I'm sorry. She can be like, baby, you cool with me twerking with it? If it bringing views, bringing in money, go ahead. I know what the fuck I got. A secure alpha nigga. Like please don't let me eat my words, Russell. Don't let me eat my words, Russell.
All that shit.
Don't let me eat my words, Russell.
You might as well go ahead and start like, hey, you might as well go ahead and start swallowing, nigga, because you go ahead and eat
I'm
that
not swallowing
shit.
shit, but nigga, like, hey, that nigga better not, hey,
That
for real,
nigga,
what I'm saying though, like a real compliment, because if there's an interview with Kevin Bates, and he, like, I guess he's real. I'll pull it up in a second, but he's real freaky, and he's like, in the dude interviews Kevin Gates and says, yo, you will let another nigga smash? He goes, yeah. Oh no, that's not what the question was. It was like, oh, you will let a nigga smash and film it. And the question was, he was like, yeah, as long as you bring me back the film. And the dude was like, you really said that? And he was like, yeah. He was like, because like Miss Cat H says, he was like, we have a soul tie. He was like, you're just hitting it. Me and her, we here forever. We here for this. And he's like, and honestly, I like that shit. He said, I'm real freaky. So, you know, it is what it is. Some niggas is really like that. So, and I know niggas that's like that. And when you get to a certain status quo, a lot of niggas is like that because they don't even care. It's not about the punani at that particular point. It's about my punani. My punani's here. My punani is solidified. Like, she's not going nowhere. If she lets you hit, it's because I said so. That's why. So yeah, sure. Fine.
I totally agree with her. There are things, period, as a married woman, you should conduct yourself as. Then it's not like Beyonce. You know what I mean? Like, even though Beyonce don't get you don't see her get too carried away because you know she's a mother. Like, she holds up that stature. That's one thing I can respect. Like, cool. It's the art. You know what I mean? Like it's the man you got. It's the man you got. Like, that shit is. Look, check this out.
It's not like you Biz. It's not like you Biz is married to Beyonce. It's not like Biz is married to Beyonce. It's not like Notice is married. It's not even like UK's married to Beyonce. It's not like Goofy Beast is married to. You got Jay-Z, the most pluckered fish in the motherfucker world.
Look.
And then she comes out with the song. It ain't your face. It ain't your...
I bet money this. I bet money this. I bet money this. I bet money this. I tell you this. Look, you want to test that relationship? Let Russell get some pussy on the other side. She leaving him. Beyonce didn't. And he did. Jay-Z did get some pussy on. And she still kept that.
I can't agree with
stature.
that because I'm sure Russell. I'm sure he's. I don't believe that. Nope.
Your
because no one's gonna mess with that.
Like, listen. Your camera like good.
So
like speeding up and shit.
My bad.
I might need to.
Can you hear me now?
I don't know. My fucking shit maybe. Are we glitching?
No, I think
UK?
UK, are we glitching?
Yeah,
who's glitching?
He said shit. If Beyonce watching, if you want to try some white meat, give me a call.
Like, I got the shark fin. I got the shark fin scoop.
Yo, Beyonce, if you watch it.
Hey.
He said, nah, all good. He said, nah, it's all good.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. I think we just.
But so I definitely. Yeah, I think we just see it. But I definitely see that dynamic where Beyonce relationship was tested. You get what I mean? Even Solange let off on his ass in the fucking elevator. You get what I mean? And she still stayed with him.
Yeah, but I mean,
what I'm showing you, if that dynamic, if their relationship is tested, if their relationship gets tested like that, then we'll see, we'll see the test, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, until your relationship gets tested.
That's just where he just got caught. You don't think that's just a moment of whether he got caught. You don't think Jay-Z
I see Sierra videos going more viral than Beyonce videos going viral.
Answer the fucking question,
like,
nigga.
You get what I mean?
That shit. You don't think Jay-Z?
I'm talking about the dynamics of the women.
Okay, fine, but you don't think he's been fucking around prior to that, and now just that just one incident he just happened to get caught? You don't think he was fucking around before that? You think he got caught?
Bro, I'm serious, bro. I think I'm gonna set it up like this: Russell and Jay-Z, two different men. Jay-Z, alpha. Russell, beta. And you could tell that by the wait. I'm asking you a question though, right?
Okay.
So yes, he has done things. And I'm gonna be straight up, man. And if he and I could be, you know what I mean, we could stand to be wrong, you know what I mean, because you know,
Better be correct.
we're looking at it from through a lens, you know what I mean? But
Right.
I can definitely see that happen. And that's what I'm saying. Like the relationship was tested in a sense to see if Beyonce would leave. You know what I mean? And she didn't leave him. She stayed with him. They worked it out. And I'm trust he ain't doing that shit. No. Yeah, I mean, trust he ain't doing
And
that shit.
that's
No.
because of the power, the power of the unity is more outweighs than the fidelity. That's the infidelity. That's why.
Your girl Sierra is leaving, my guy, with the baby and all. And that's gonna be she gonna talk about it. She gonna write a book about it. It's gonna be, I'm telling you, watch. Russell go slip, and it's gonna be the shit. I'm telling y'all, man. We all could be wrong about that, but you know, I look to be wrong. Like I look to be corrected. You know what I mean? Because it keeps us on point. You know, it keeps us sharpened. UKTH says, I can shock y'all on a woman that I don't like that so many others love. What? A woman that you don't like that so many others love. You know what I mean? No, I mean those things. I don't think it's a shocking value, bro. I just think, you know, a woman is like, you know, certain women are different. You know what I mean? Certain women have not been tested in certain areas. Certain women aren't mature enough in certain areas. Like you should be able to conduct yourself as a married woman differently from a single woman or a dating woman. Right? Like those are just two different like it's like I can't conduct myself as a fucking single man. I'm married, you know, I'm my husband. So it's like those are the things that like I don't know. I feel like a woman should understand those things, you know, like her fame shouldn't get to him. I don't like UKTA says, I don't like Rihanna. I can get past her forehead. Ah man. Hey, shit, you can get over looks, you know what I mean, after a while, of course. But yeah, you know, yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. You know what I mean? Because we all got our own opinions, and we all have our own perspectives that what we like, what our own like attractiveness, what attracts us. You know what I mean? And we know we can get past that. Most men get past that. Like we've seen men date women or be with women. Like if a man starts body shaming, he's wrong, right? So you see men would actually date women. You know, there's a lot of men out here that like big women. You know what I mean? I had the guy in the video. He's the bass player. He loves big women. That's his thing. They got to be 330 and above. I was like, a clock? He said, nah, wait. I was like, oh. But you know what I mean? So everyone has their own thing. You know what I mean? Can put a 72-inch TV on that forehead. On her forehead. That's funny. So people, I got another video for y'all before we get into the meat and potatoes. And I don't know why this is like I'm about to play with this. Yeah, there we go. Gang. All right, cool. People, check it out.
There are two reasons why women make you chase them. The first one is that she probably is not that into you. When a woman is really into you, and of course, depending on her age, level of experience, and stuff like that, she will be more than willing not to drag things out just because of the thrill she may feel about being chased. So now when a woman really likes you, it's quite easy to see, you know, in her speech, in her availability, in her body language, in things that she does when you are around. However, if you're the one who seems to always be doing the chasing, then you're in trouble because it means that she's not into you. She probably has multiple suitors and you're not the top on her list. So she would want you to.
Gang. The whole point, people. If you, as men, right? It goes through this whole Jesus factor, God factor. You know what I mean? We could go back to ancient times. The biggest alpha males or whatever had the most women. The guy who can, had the most and wealthier had the most women. King times. I'm talking about, back in times. I'm not gonna talk about Western times right now, right? Talk about back in time, right? These guys were, they were doing it. I'm saying like 10% of the men back then was populating that, he was getting that, you know what I mean? And we have to look at like if she's not into you, you can tell that by seeing the attributes of what she puts off, like the things that she, projects. Sometimes I like to say, if you are real, the chemistry will connect. I like to okay, women like an attractive dude, right? So if you have a shirt that fits you really good and it shows your physique, right? The first thing in her brain is the physique of you, right? And women might see. I love listening to like different scholars, research, shit like that. But women would look at a man and can tell if she's not how I'm talking about a woman that hasn't had kids, okay? She can look at a man and tell like, wow, I can see a future, like he can have some nice babies, his body structure, things like that. Now, I'm not saying that's all because we see some men out here that have some fucked up body shapes and they got some beautiful women. So we're not, you know what I mean? Well, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the majority of men that has those stature, you can see it, basketball players, let's just say athletes, musicians, models, all these type of guys are kind of the exception to the rule where they can just kind of walk in a room and pick 1, 2, 3, 4, and they'll just ride with him just because he has that physiqueness and that swag, right? And men understand the hierarchy. We can look at another man and be like, oh yeah, that nigga probably go, you know what I mean? He gonna probably go get more bitches out of me out of this day. You know what I mean? Like men don't have no problem with the hierarchy, thing. It's just that when women look at us, and like she was saying in the video, is that if you're chasing her all the time and you continually to chase her, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the Russell effect in a sense. You know what I mean? I feel like, it kind of shows you as like, it's a little bad. Like she putting you in a friend zone, my nigga. Like, and we ain't got time to waste. Motherfuckers is getting older. You know what I mean? So honestly, if I can get some advice to cats, you know what I mean? Honestly, women, clean shoes. It ain't gotta be always clean, but like, just how you wear your shoes, how the way your pants fit to the shoes, like how it sleeks, you know what I mean? How that whole little women like that, you know what I mean? And I'm just talking about off of attraction, just straight off of attraction, right? Where you ain't gotta chase so much or chase so hard. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be in their phones DMing bitches all day. Man, get the fuck out your phone, man. Stop DMing them, man. Go meet her. Hey, the fuck? She's probably at the Starbucks right down the street from you. You know what I mean? Go grab a nigga. I don't like coffee. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You like tea, right? You like fucking smoothies, right? Whatever, nigga. Starbucks got it. If we have to put ourselves in those positions to meet those type of women. You know what I mean? A lot of us want those type of women, but don't have the attributes. Like we don't have everything together. So yes, you can have the look and all, but you might not have the financial structure or shit like that. So you got to get your weight up.
I think you're right about the financial structure part. I just think, honestly, I think a lot of when it comes to meeting women, I think a lot of motherfuckers just don't know what to say. They overthink it, or they try to revert back to something they think is funny instead of being genuine. Like I think a lot of niggas try to use the pickup lines, or they try to be somebody that they're not. In most cases, women love and will pick up on who you naturally are. You know what I mean? I thought it was a great line. Like I'm gonna be honest. I thought this was great, and it made me start thinking about outside the box. Even though I'm not trying to pick up women, what I'm saying is I thought it made sense. Chris Brown said, they asked Chris Brown. They said, yo, what's a pickup line? Or, all these women is in your DM, right? He was like, what about a woman that you trying to DM? What would you say to her? And he was like, I don't know. He was like, yo, I thought it was the smoothest shit that he said. He was like, yo, hey, my basketball jumped over and ran into your court. Can I get it back? I thought that was the smoothest shit because it's genuine. It's not even genuine, but it's smooth as fuck. Like, yo, my basketball ran over into your yard. Can you throw it back? Like, that's not something you're gonna hear every day. It's normally like, hey, beautiful. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, you look good. Hey, I thought you were nice looking, or this and that.
Yeah, but when you're Chris Brown,
but it's still, I'm taking the fact of out the Chris Brown, right? Of course, he can come up with the bars, right? He can come up with the bars because
you just better not be ugly, nigga. You just better not be ugly when you doing that, because you can go get you can go get your ball, but you might not get no action.
You're not gonna play the game. But that's the thing, though. That's fucking crazy. You said that shit. That's the thing, though. But what if you are? That I'm just trying to show the fact of, like, a lot of cats don't even know what to say. See, and my daughter, she told me today. She was like, "Yo, Dad, you just know what to say to anybody." She was like, "I wish I could be more like you and like getting to know people." And I said, it's not hard to know people. The thing about it is, I look at people as people. I don't look at anybody and be like, "Oh, you're over me," or I'm under you. I don't look at people like that. I look at, motherfucker, okay, you got a status quo. My status quo is not up to your status quo, but still, I will say hello. You know what I mean? And she understood that when we was at a celebrity basketball game, and I went out to the celebrities. I was like, hey, Tory Lanez, hey, Mayweather, hey, you, motherfucker, hey. She was like, how do you feel comfortable doing that? It's because they're a human being. They bleed just like we do. So, and once a guy understands that a woman, yes, you're not going to get your shot unless you take your shot. You're not going to get your shot unless you take it, period. It doesn't matter if you fail or not. Just take the shot. Take the fucking shot. Who knows? You never fucking know. That woman might been looking for you, and you trying to be somebody you ain't.
And you missed it.
Straight up, you missed it because you didn't even take the fucking shot. And you might hit a 3-pointer. You might hit it. You might fucking hit it. And don't get me wrong. Like, I've been a victim of that too. I've been younger. Like, there's been, I wouldn't say a lot, but there's been a couple different women that come into my presence. I've been like, yo, like, oh shit, I know she out of my league. It'd be the same bitch, same female that I didn't pay attention to me. There was this one chick, right? I'll tell you a little story. Sinji. I'll never forget her name, Cindy. I was working at a lifeguard in San Pedro Park in California as a locker room attendant. And she happened to be a locker room attendant too. Everybody at the job trying to get her number. Everybody. I just dismissed that, man. I was like, whatever. She bad, but I'm not gonna try to holler at her. She came up to me. We all closing. She goes, like, why you never try to holler at me? I was like, oh, well, like you fine, but you ain't that fine for me to just be chasing after you like that. Now, don't get me wrong. She was bad, biz, green eyes, that like Cuban, Puerto Rican, that the whole look that everybody look that. Yeah, that. She was like, she told me this. I want you because you look good and you the only one that ain't trying to hire me. And
that's exactly why I said Oprah. Oprah would be giving me more money because she'd be like, why you ain't eating the box?
When you said that, I was like, I hate you for saying it. But, right. But that's why I said, nigga, I'm not eating the box in front of nobody. Fuck that. Eat this box in secret. But it was the same thing. And I ended up smashing shit. I'm gonna tell you like this. Then and it was, I ain't gonna lie. I was young. I think I was 8. I was 17. Some of the best. Some of the best. And you know what she drove? She drove a Mitsubishi Mirage. And you know what I was driving? I was driving like a 93 Datsun. Didn't matter what I was driving. She was mad at the fact that I wouldn't holler at her. She was looking like, yo, why you not hollering at me? I'm like, bitch, you fine, but I'm not about to chase after you. I'm on the bigger, better things.
So
Yo,
people,
Mayweather gave you $1?
no, he said,
yo,
I was like, hey,
he said,
Mayweather,
hey,
give me
yo,
$1.
Mayweather, give me $1. That's fucking funny. I know,
All right,
I
so
know with a person
go ahead.
who never asked me for $1.
So, all right, people, I'm gonna play a video. And you know, we're gonna just spend a little time here. We're not gonna spend all night here because I want to get to my funny videos right quick. We got a video that I want to play for y'all with grandma. The fucking grandson only had one job. He only had one job. But yeah, so this person I'm about to play, his name is Billy Carson. He's a you know, he's a historian. He's an ancient historian. He studies ancient history and he studies science, the quantum physics, you know, pretty much, you know, all that good stuff. So I just find his research very insightful, and it kind of like stuff that I already probably knew or stuff that I didn't know, and I'm like, wow, that's something great. And I like when people bring documents and, you know, they're able to back their shit up. This particular video, he says verbatimly in the video, I have to show these factual stuff because of YouTube. YouTube will flag me if it's not factual, you know, and because it could be considered as hate message or it can be considered as being prejudiced and shit like that. So this stuff is not fake, so you guys can go research it yourself. But I just want to play a little bit of it. You know what I mean? Not too long, not too much. I'm gonna be kind of skimming through. But let me share the screen to everyone right quick. And share my audio. Let me know if you guys can also hear the audio.
Upon learning that one of his children was fated to dethrone him, swallowed his children as soon as they were born. But Rhea, his wife, saved the infant Zeus by substituting a stone wrapped in swaddling clothes for a Cronus to swallow and hiding Zeus in the cave on Crete. Sounds like the Moses story, doesn't it? There he was, nursed by the Amalthea and guarded by the Curetes, who were young warriors, who clashed their weapons to disguise the baby's cries. After Zeus grew to manhood, he led a revolt against Titans and succeeded in dethroning Cronus, perhaps with the assistance of his brothers Hades and Poseidon, with whom he then divided dominion over the world. Sounds like a myth, but there's a lot of truth in this story. The story is part myth, part truth. And this guy, this entity, this being, Zeus, was actually a real person. If you go back into the Babylonian cuneiform Sumerian tablets, you discover that Zeus is actually Enlil. Enlil is Zeus in Babylonian. This is thousands of years prior to the Greeks even having this guy show up. Poseidon, aka Neptune, Lord of the Sea, wields the trident. When angered, he can cause earthquakes and turbulent waters. And when appropriated properly, he can prevent or calm the same. He is associated with horses and bulls as well. Okay, we always hear talk in the ancient texts about the bull of heaven. They're talking about Enlil. This guy was evil. Enlil was so evil. When you look into the ancient Sumerian tablets, you find that when humans were populating the earth at a high speed, which he liked because he needed them as slaves, when they got too noisy, he would order them. This is carved in stone, guys. He would order them to be slaughtered en masse. Just cull the humans. They're too noisy. Kill them off. He would put a chemical on their crops to dry the crops out so they wouldn't be able to harvest and would starve to death. That way he can keep control of the population control. He would spray something in the air over their cities to kill massive amounts of them at a time. Sounds like chemtrails in ancient times. Chemtrails ain't new. They were already doing this. This is Zeus. And why am I talking about this guy? Zeus, aka Enlil in ancient texts, because Enlil was also the god of Genesis that came into the garden and noticed that Adam and Eve had put clothes on, and they were consciously aware of who they were, and that they weren't animals, that they were really sentient beings. And he was pissed off about that. In the ancient text, he's known as Satan, the Lord of Eden. This guy is Satan, the devil himself. Okay? But he pretends to be a god, and he calls himself Yahweh in the modern day Bible. But let's dig a little deeper into this. So, Zeus, why am I bringing this up? Let's look a little deeper into some more of this ancient text. Here goes another depiction of him. You see him holding the same type of object in his hand here. This is even older. Esus, the Celtic lord or master, powerful Celtic deity, one of three mentioned by the Roman poet Lucan in the 1st century AD. The other two were Tyrannus, which is thunderer, and Tucates, which is god of the people. This is your Holy Trinity. This is where the Holy Trinity actually originated from. This is where your Holy Trinity originated from. I shouldn't say originated. It's one of the Holy Trinities that this version of it made it into the biblical text. Esus had victims. This guy was pretty brutal because we're talking about the same guy that I just told you about, Zeus, aka Enlil. Esus' victims, according to later commentators, were sacrificed by being ritually stabbed and hung from trees. Hung from trees sound like the slavery times to me. Sound like the same thing that happened for the last 400 years in America. Hung from trees. Hung from trees. A relief of from the Cathedral of Notre Dame in Paris portrays him as a bent woodman cutting a branch from a willow tree. That's interesting. It always has the same exact form. This is related in relief to Trier Gur, associated with him, the sacred bull, and his accompanying cranes or egrets. Human victims were sacrificed to Esus by being tied to a tree and flogged to death. That you think of. Again, you've been praying to and calling on and using the word cymatic frequency. Words are cymatic frequencies. When you utter them, you create vibrations in space-time that alter your reality in this dimension. And so every time you call on the name of Jesus, you're calling on Enlil, Zeus, aka Esus. You're calling on a brutal, murdering killer. And you're also then looking at the face of a guy who was also a brutal murderer, killer, incest, power-hungry dude. And these are the people that you inadvertently are calling on and praying to. The Greek savior Zeus, in time, became the word Esus, which was further corrupted into Jesus in English. Yeah, let me say that again to you guys. The Greeks' savior was Zeus. That was their savior. They prayed to Zeus. The word Esus, see, J didn't exist yet. J didn't exist until 1524. So if I go back to the story of Caesar Borgia, you'll find out he was in the 1400s. When he ordered Leonardo da Vinci to do his image, create him in the image of Jesus, the name wasn't Jesus, it was Esus without a J. Guess why, guys? Because the J didn't even exist yet. J didn't exist and wasn't pronounced until 1524. How did J get a sound? Both I and J were used interchangeably by scribes to express the sound of both the vowel and the consonant. It wasn't until 1524 when Gian Giorgio Trissino, an Italian Renaissance grammarian known as the father of the letter J, made a clear distinction between the two sounds. And then J was precariously added to Esus, changing it to Jesus. Now, Yeshua was the name of Jesus. His name was the person they're trying.
Imagine what would happen if every person in the United States suddenly visited your website. Would it crash? Not if you...
So, let me see. So, the reason why I'm playing this is to show people to go look, go research yourself. You know what I mean? Yes, he's a scholar. He's a, you know what I mean? He's been in it for a long time. You know, you guys go do more research. You know, his name is Billy Carson, and you know, you guys can go do a lot of research yourself. But he's showing us how things has been reversed, and we just have to understand what is what. Me and Otis had this big conversation on last podcast about the Jesus thing or whatever the case may be on Monday when we had a
And
conversation.
even today too.
Yes, today. Yes. And my whole point is that the book is not like, I'm not saying the Bible is a bad book. You know, it's just been some things in there that I've discovered throughout going through Kojic, that's Church of God in Christ, going through a non-denominational church, which is Oasis Christian Center, that's in Hollywood. It's a mega church. A Baptist church, well, 3 Baptist churches, Great Emmanuel, another Baptist church, Branch Missionary Baptist Church, and the Right Road Missionary Baptist Church. So I've just, then after that I went through the Hebraism thing. Well, I wasn't in it, but I would just go through like learning, you know, because I like history, and they would bring out a lot of history and shit, and I started discovering some things out of that. And then there were just some things I just I'm not cool with. Like, I'm not cool with the whole gape thing. And I don't want to like say the word, but you know, the grape, let's just say grape. You know what I mean? Nah, because YouTube will fucking flag you on some shit. You know what I mean?
Fuck it, let it
But,
flag you. Don't denounce
you know.
Jesus and then hold your words back when they come
Nah,
to
they're
fucking
not.
gay.
They're not. Nah, see, and that's the whole point that we was talking about. People have moved so far from words. They're not gonna flag you from saying Jesus, but they'll flag you from, you know, saying the word grape or abortion and
And
shit
guess
like
what?
that.
In
You know what I
my
mean?
books,
So
I learned
like you can't say Ovid, right? Because they'll flag that, and they'll have the Ovid whole shit on your video.
Oh,
Like,
you
it's crazy. Certain shit
so you say you can't say the cove? You can't say the
you
cove?
can't say, right? If you
Why not?
if
It's
because they'll
it's a realistic
no
thing.
and
No, you can't
no
speak.
because it's
No, you can say the word. You can say the word. You can't
no, you
speak truth.
can't.
With what I think
Well, I'm
is
gonna give you the
the
YouTube
terms and
privacy thing.
conditions.
Yeah, privacy terms and conditions. I've been flagged a couple of times, so
Really,
you know what I mean.
really.
Oh yeah. So
But that's
you
so
know what I
crazy.
mean. But what I'm saying is like, yeah, it is. But what I'm saying is like, you know, we have pulled so far from the words, like what we was talking about earlier, how the word spaz became like all of
So
a
far,
sudden we use that in the hood.
yeah.
Right, we use that shit in the hood, like, yeah, I spazzed out on that nigga. You know what I mean? Or like, you know, but
That's
it
what you
never. Honestly, bro, I didn't even know it was targeted, like that word was for disabled people. I didn't even know that. I'm
Me
like,
either.
what? I'm
Me
like,
either.
that's crazy. That's a word we say all the time. So when Beyonce and Lizzo said it,
Nevertheless,
I was
but
like,
nevertheless, the word with the FAG is a cigarette in UK. Like
right.
so now United States is a whole bar state now. Excuse me, country. Now we cannot say, because it wasn't a problem. The password was not a problem with the S, was not a problem in United States. It was a problem in UK. That's where it was a
But
problem.
you can go right, but you can make a mass of people believe something that's not actually the truth, where it's like you know what I mean? It's like you notice confusion by like seeing like fuckery, like
Like, I'm all
even in the
about
good
that.
book says it's, you know what I mean? The good book said like you will see you can't bear good fruit from a false tree. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if that shit was founded on fuckery, it's not gonna be bearing good fruit, period. And those are the things that
That's what gets me though, Biz. Like you say that if you you say that line, and then I'm like, the oldest book the oldest book on planet Earth, the oldest book is the Bible. So it's hard for me to believe, minus my experiences with life, to believe that. And let me break it down to you real quick. I can go as far as believing like mythology, Greek mythology has been taught to us to be myth when it actually was real, and the Bible, parts of it has been taught to us to be real, that is fake, and was replaced and actually should be replaced with Greek mythology because it actually was real. I can go as far as that. Sure. But the problem with that is, the only problem with it is that there's so many instances and things of the Bible that has been proven to be right, but I have yet to see one shred of evidence of the Greek mythology being true. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen one shred. No one on this face of planet, and I could be wrong in believing that because I could have the coat over my eyes where they were like, okay, this is what we want you to learn, but Greek mythology is fake, right? Just like
no, I'm with
Anthus, like Anthus, right? Anthus, okay, Anthus is where's Anthus? Excuse me, not Anthus, Atlantis, right? Where's Atlantis?
Right.
They still can't find Atlantis.
Oh, it exists. It exists.
Where?
No, it exists.
Where? You tell me where.
For you, because I found
No,
it.
they can't find
That's why I
it.
see. That's what.
They have
No.
theories.
They have. No, they have. No, they have. They
Theories.
tell you that they can't find it.
They
Oh
have
my
theories.
God.
Theories. Just like it's the same thing of Jesus, right? The same thing of Jesus. There has been so many accounts of him. That's the only one that you for people willing to believe that there's Atlantis over Jesus. Like, come on, man. Like there's so many different religions. Even there's even Asian, Ethiopians, African, Hispanic that know Jesus is to be true. They don't believe in Atlantis, though. I can tell you that. And that's hard for me to
But it
conceive
exists
too.
around the Atlantic Ocean. Like it's from there. You know how
I
the Greeks say
I
it's the
get
myth-
that. But look,
You know what I mean?
Atlantic Ocean is very big. It's not about Atlantic. It's not about that. It's about where is it? Yeah, could it be undersea? Sure. Everybody believes that it's sank. That is sunk. Excuse me. Sure. But the thing about it is, at the end of the day, boil it all down. What do you have? I have some truth and full lies. I have full truth and some lies. I can sit there and I can look at some of it.
I
Sure.
can say that people have. I can say that people have been like we have been taught backwards. You get what I mean?
I can believe that. Absolutely. I am
You know what I
not.
mean?
I'm
Where
not negating that.
where
I'm
we
not.
can be using a word to praise one thing, but it actually goes somewhere else. You get what I mean?
I don't agree, bro. My experience in life has brought me to a certain point. I have experienced demonic shit. I have experienced devilish shit, and with that experience, I've also experienced holiness, and I've also experienced God. And you told me earlier in our conversation, you said that's yourself, your higher conscious talking to yourself. I'm gonna tell you like this. So was it my lower conscious when the fucking demonic shit came around? Absolutely fucking not. I've seen demonic shit that had nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. It's a battery. It's a
Yeah, but
positive.
it's your
negative,
conscious
it's a-
awareness that's able to see that.
bro.
It's like
No,
in
I'm
order to
sorry.
see
You
something
cannot
like that,
convince
you have to be operating at a higher conscious level. Like
bro. I
there's
have
certain
operated
things that like people always like want to blame it on something else without saying it's
7% of the
within
ocean,
them.
bro. Not UK, 7% of the ocean, 7%. But go ahead. I'm
So like people always want to give like, oh, thank God I made it out of this, and it's like,
sure,
well,
I agree.
you
It's
saw it
not
through.
God that did that. Yep.
You know what I
agree.
mean? Like
I would
the God
totally
is
agree with
within
that.
you. You know what I mean?
No,
Like it takes you to like I've I'm an entertainer. You know how many satanic fucking parties? Like, of course,
Yeah, and I
it's
get that.
real. I get
No,
it.
to
But
touch on what you just said. You're right. So it'd be like when people be like, thank God I missed that car crash, or thank God I missed this. Lord pay my cell phone bill this month. Oh my God, thank God. That's not God. I would believe that is your surrounding the consciousness and your energy putting out to the universe and things of that nature. When I speak of Yahweh and I speak of Yahshua, I believe in a sense that is him in divine intervention, something that you had nothing you couldn't have did or anybody else could have did. That is called
what I'm
divine
talking
intervention.
about.
And that hold on.
Okay.
The
Okay.
divine
I said
intervention,
that.
the divine intervention, that is where I believe where they realm that where my Lord, excuse me, my God and my Savior resides. This is what a lot of what happens is a lot of satanic, like it tells you straight in the Bible. You cannot quote the Bible and then say the Bible isn't real when the one person that's in there is Jesus. The one other person that is Satan. So if you just say this Jesus not real, you got to say Satan isn't real as it. Then you truly believe, or anybody else out there truly believes, that Satan is a lower conscious of yourself, and that Jesus is, or God is, the higher conscious of yourself. I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's crazy. You know what's crazy?
That's a false doctrine, because I have experienced this shit. Experienced it for myself to know for a fact of life. Just like I can go up here and walk up here and touch my daughters, I know for a fact of life that I've seen it. I've had my daughter see some shit that wasn't, we sitting there and some shit moved. And she goes, yeah, hell no. She never believed. It was hard for her to believe until me and her sitting on the couch and some shit moved that that wasn't us. That wasn't us. And I have,
right,
like
so,
I said, go ahead.
So a lot of things I believe as people, we are, as melanated people at that, but we can possess things and move. Like people say, what is that shit called when people can move shit? Is it telekinesis or some shit? Right. People think that's like witchcraft or whatever the case may be, but that's full force of consciousness and energy. You know what I mean? Like,
so yeah, I'm with you.
Like, there's things that the human body can do that we haven't like discovered. Like, our body can heal itself. That's a sense of consciousness. You know what I mean? When your body's able to heal itself, you know what I mean? Because and then when you're eating the right things, and you know what I mean, you're eating the right things, you're exercising, shit like that. Oh, your body, you know what I mean? Those are the things that I'm saying. Like, we like to.
But Biz, just like
wait. In the good book it says, ye are gods on earth, right? So that, and he said, we have power in our hands too, right? If it's even in the Bible, said we are more powerful than him. Like, these are scriptures that I feel people.
I don't.
You don't have to look at that, right? You don't have to look at that, but I definitely know. I'm like, oh yes.
I don't believe myself as a god. I believe we have godly endeavors, we have godly powers. I don't believe myself as a god. Just because we have godly powers don't make me a god. Even Hercules wasn't even considered a god. He was considered a what? A demigod, right? Same thing. Just like Jesus and stuff. He was a demigod. Yeah, sure. We're all demigods. I don't believe we
all right. So oh my, this is so good. This is why I like people like Billy Carson, right? Because they can articulate it better than I can, in the sense of, and because when you put up, like, when like, it's a false narrative, you know what I mean? Like,
I love that.
There's things that people could be believing in a false narrative, in a sense, right? That's what I'm looking at.
But if you notice, Biz, him even as a person, he's saying what he's reading. He's not saying it with conviction. It's not like he's reading you. He's like, oh, I believe in this. He's reading you what he thinks may could happen. He's not saying it with conviction. He's like, yo, this is what these tribes in this. And I'm just saying this is kind of like, okay, let's question it. He's not saying I believe in this, and that's where the confusion I believe lies. Because just because
See, that's
man,
why we have to. That's why we can't be so like
because this man is a facts from some other tribe of 2,000 years ago, or the tribe that's 4,000 years ago, or
wait. See,
true. It doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it a fact.
So you
Just like,
okay? So you wait. Okay. So fuck this fuckery. Look, you don't believe that Christianity was put on people as a doctrine.
I do believe that. Yes, I do.
So how could you? And it was doctrinated for you to think that way.
What was doctrinated for me to think that way? I don't believe.
The way that Christianity built you to think. It's like they used to take the little kid slaves and raise them as little Christian slaves.
Yeah,
it's documented in the Spanish Inquisition.
It was doctrine for other people to believe the way they believe, and that's why the churches the way they are.
No, this was a decree from the fucking Pope, bro, and as a fucking papal bull, and
bro,
it's an executive order that went out.
Fine, but you got Catholic, you have Muslim, you have Christianity, you have gospel, you have all these different entities, right? Of a different religion.
No, Christianity and Catholic is the same shit, bro. Same shit. And
no, they're fucking not.
They came from the same origin.
Okay, that may be true, but nevertheless,
is America quite like England? You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, somewhat, but they're not. They have a dictatorship, and we have a democracy.
That shit from Egypt. You know what I mean? You don't see why the dollar
democracy, dictatorship. There's two different ways. They got a king and a queen. We have a president and a Congress. Come on. They don't have pyramids over there. Their money looks nothing like that. Their money looks nothing. They have pounds. We have dollars. Nothing.
I don't have, bro. No, bro. You're not.
No matter
bro.
how you
It's
spend
all
it.
doctrine, bro. People are, bro. Most black people are indoctrinated to think that way from slavery. Period.
Okay, sure. I will believe that.
And that whole passive, like the whole like that niggas make billions of dollars off motherfuckers who's like, God's gonna do it. It's like, motherfucker, if you don't get your ass up, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers make billions off that shit. Just having you come to church and singing, you know, having like saying procrastination ass fucking messages and shit, like, and it's all these prosperity shit. Like, niggas make millions off of that. Millions. They use the Bible as a life coach book. And they use the Bible as you'd be surprised if the many churches you walk in, you'll see the Bible, bro.
But belief,
you'd be surprised.
Belief is a powerful thing. I think UK said it back. Look what happens when the adrenaline kicks in. A normal person can lift the car. Yes, but it will move mountains. Belief will make you move mountains. Nevertheless, this is what I do, and I truly believe. You cannot have evil.
No, UKT. UK. He gonna say that God helped him do that. And it's the God within. It's like
some people may say that. Some people may say that, and you know what? I'll be the first one to say, yeah. I would be the first one to say, yeah, it's a 50-50 thing. It's a 50-50 thing. That's the reason why I'm gonna take
look, look, Kevin Gates got fucking hammed by motherfuckers saying that he started a fucking car, right? He started a fucking car with a battery. It's like a little thing that was trending around, and some people got on his head like, oh, he's crazy. He can't start no fucking battery, blah blah blah, whoop whoop. And he said like what he did, he put his hands over it, he prayed, blah blah blah, and the car started, right? Where the battery was generated, and the car started, whatever. And he said it actually happened, right? Whether I was there or not, because I don't know. Kevin Gates, right? He said, anyway, it was, people go look it up. But even though I wasn't there or not, I can literally witness of like people coming into a room and changing their energy, changing the aura of everything. Like, that's a godlike factor. You get what I mean?
I don't negate that. I don't negate that. I think like that is absolutely true.
Right. So what I'm saying is like the whole like heaven and hell thing. I think that puts people in a box to, you know what I mean, to like, because people still do wrong anyway. That's the whole point. People still do wrong. So it's not like, oh, well, the whole nation is like, well, we're going to hell if we do bad. The motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers that do bad is still seeing prosperous shit. What is that telling you? We see motherfuckers that out here making billions of dollars off some fucked up shit, right? Whether the pastor's a good dude or not, motherfucking pastor be getting jets. Creflo Dollar, you know, now he's coming out apologizing. Talk about don't buy none of my books before, you know what I mean? Unless it has to deal with this point and this point only. Well, motherfucker, you made millions. Bought a fucking jet off that shit. You know what I mean? Like, what was all that then? Like, if these things are so great, why aren't these people in better positions? You get what I mean?
All right, miss. All right, so okay, so we did that. So we gonna oh shit, my bad, hold on.
I wanted to play the rest of so you guys can see where your Yehoshua comes from.
Yeah, we get there. Hold on. Let me,
What's this? What's this?
show you a little bit of evil, a little bit of just bullshit. You can take
I get it though.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let me fast forward to the clip I want.
Number 2. Another YouTuber posted the footage of the camera he placed on his kitchen table when he wasn't home. This one needs no description. Just watch and be the judge yourself.
That little kid was mad as fuck. That little kid was mad. Whoever that was, a teenager. UKTA said, nope, burn the house down. Don't look back.
But do you see what I'm saying? You do see what I'm saying? That what I'm saying is just as that is its purest form, which I've witnessed that shit. So just as that is in its purest form, I know for a fact, like, I don't care what scholars says who. I've been in it would make me sound crazy. And
you saying that God exists. You're saying that God exists.
God does exist, and so does Jesus.
Okay.
And I'll say some crazy shit.
No, you don't.
Y'all may not believe.
Anyway.
Okay, sure.
I tell you this, Granny, your granny used to show me videos of people possessed, right, with demons and evil spirits, right? We used to watch video. Montel Williams used to have these shows where these pastors would come on and they would go into these houses and these people would be possessed with like demons or whatever the case may be, or, you know, I mean, shit like that. And so it's this, and that was like every day I was watching this shit, you know what I mean? And they'd be like, God is gonna ban God, right? You know what I mean? And what it is like,
what is your point?
We can all say that no, it's to you, like it exists, right? It exists. These evil things or whatever exists. Shit,
okay,
I believe the fucking. Hey, check. I believe the motherfucking reptilians exist too. You know what I mean? They walking among us and nobody's saying nothing. You know what I mean? Where's the good on that? Where's some fucking avatars to balance that shit out? You get what I mean?
I can't.
At it. Look, okay. I did a research on. Look, I did a research on this guy Zeus. I went nuts because I'm a big Zeus because I was all into Hercules. right?
I love
And
Hercules.
I
love
was
Zeus.
all into
I
the
love
Greek mythology, so I'm
yeah,
fascinated with the
yes,
with
I
the
am
history of
too.
it.
I am
But this
too.
nigga
Yes.
said, bro, he said, what I put out is gonna last for all time, right? And you see kind of where it derived from, right? And then you see someone take that on, and the Romans did kind of get a lot of this shit from the Greeks, you know what I mean? And they, so and then that kind of transferred over to Catholic,
Bro,
ism, and then
have you ever heard of
Christendom.
have you ever heard of the thing called telephone? Have you ever heard of that? There's a thing called telephone. It's like you put 100 people in a circle, right? Just 100. You could put 20, put 15.
I get it.
put
I get it. I get it. By the time it gets to you, it'll be a different narrative. But check this out. Look,
so-
to
so-
balance your story out. To balance your story out. No.
let's just
No.
say-
To balance your
but
story out.
come
There
on,
was a little girl. There was a little
it's
girl walking
real.
across. Wait. There was a little girl walking across the street. Right. To balance your thing out. Right. You said, where's the good to balance that out? There was a little girl walking across the street, and out of nowhere, she zapped to the other side. There's like hundreds of videos of this, right? So
I
we
have seen
see
that.
the
I
equilibrium,
have seen.
right?
I have seen.
So we cannot
angels.
say that this is.
They're angels. They're angels.
You can
yes.
call them angels. We can call them, good spirits or whatever the fucking case may be. Whatever. I'm just saying, like, whatever the belief system is, the narrative behind that belief system is what I'm questioning. The story behind that is what I'm questioning. All of a sudden, I'm seeing the same thing. How when black inventors would come up with shit, and all of a sudden it's a white face on it, and we praise the white face, thinking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I get what you're saying.
And I'm not saying nothing like on some racism shit, but it's fucking true. Like, motherfuckers to give.
I'm with you. I'm
Like,
not.
all these lights, like, we'll pay Edison all day, not knowing that it came from one of us. You get what I mean?
One of my favorite movies of all time is.
That's what happened here, people. That's why I'm saying what happened here.
This is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I like this movie because I think it kind of boils down. I think it got some fuckery in it too, but I think the way the verbiage of Keanu Reeves says it, Constantine, the movie Constantine, even though it's so far and few between of the name, I'm like, when I first saw the movie, I was like, Constantine, and Constantine didn't even ring a bell until I learned later years on what Constantine actually was. But the movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves in it, he says some of the craziest shit, because I feel like that's what you would say. You would like, he said, because the girl asked him, she was like, do God have a plan for you? And Keanu Reeves says, God doesn't plan anything. God is a kid with an ant farm.
Exactly.
It's a kid with an ant
That's
farm.
exactly what I would have said.
And I thought that was so profound, because I'm thinking of where you're thinking of that. But at the same time, I think that's where our minimal thinking and knowledge is. Just like UK said earlier, he said this, and it's so powerful. Oh, excuse me, that's actually not it. He said that we only use a certain amount of part of our brain. How much of our brain do we use? 10% of our brain. We only use 10% of it. Humans only use 10% of our brain. What part of the brain do we use? The left. We use the left to function the right, which is so crazy.
Right, but information is power, bro.
Right, but the problem is
No.
in humanity thinking, in the understanding of where we think at, it's clearly the opposite of where we understand it. So yeah, look, and I'll say this again. We use our left side of the brain 10% to operate the right side of our bodies. So naturally,
Look, bro.
just listen. Naturally, when we use understanding and logic, it may just maybe that we are thinking opposite of what we're supposed to be thinking. And like it, love it, take it to the bank for what you want. But I think that's where we come to in religion. And religion, I think, and my girl tell me all the time. She tells me, I hate religion because I think she says the same thing you said. I think religion was built for us to be boxed in. I believe that. Absolutely. But you have to boil out the bullshit. When you walk into a room full of, let's say you walk into a room full of millionaires, do you think all of them are bad people? No. You'll think they're all rich people. even if all the millionaires you walk in it are not really rich, some of them may be broke. But nevertheless, you still walk into the room full of millionaires. Doesn't make them any less millionaires, even though some of them may be broke. I don't know. You have to use your logic, man. And I think over thousands of years of a Bible been written, and there's missing parts of humanity that is not written and they've been taken out and this and that. You have to kind of like just sit back and be like, oh, 2 plus 2 is actually 4, and sometimes it doesn't equal always 10, even though 2
So
to the
Jesus
second
is real.
2 to the second power might equal.
So Jesus is real.
And look, like I told you earlier, man, you're Jesus. I say you're Jesus. You can believe in
I don't have
Zeus.
a Jesus, man. I
know,
know
that's-
who. I've
you're
heard
just
this
in-
my whole life. Check this out. No matter what, I always tripped out because I was around a lot of Latinos, and all the Latino name that was spelled out Jesus, you pronounce them as Jesus.
Zeus,
And
yeah.
I used to always trip off that because of the word Zeus, and I'm a word, like, words trip me out. So when I hear words that sounded like it has to be an origin from there. And where does that come from? Then I start understanding about, like, well, a slave name, like my last name came from a slave master, and what was that all about, right? And so I started learning. You start learning about the family. Oh, this family was fucked up, so there's probably fucked up to us, right? Then if I do that with this type of history, I just apply the same rule, and I'm like, oh shit, right?
Yeah,
now I
you know
understand, like, because I'm telling you, bro, I was.
I gotta pray after I get off this podcast. You fuck with my inner God.
I'm just saying, man, we gotta question shit. Like, my whole
You
life,
make
I
me
always like looked at shit.
Make me itch inside.
Like, I always looked at shit like different. Like, you know what I mean? That shit bothered me sometimes. And then when I would like, it was the Latin, because I'm always around like Latinos. So when I would hear the names, you know, that comes from, a lot of it comes from 99% of it comes from Spain. You know, the names there, you know what I mean? Now they might have some Indian names in there mixed in or whatever, but you know, that just, you know, shit like that always trip me out. So I don't see how nobody could never like see the correlation, like, hey, Zeus, like nobody just ever just say like, is there some correlation there? And then when you do the research on it, you found out this dude Caesar Borgia just picked up the name because he liked the power it had from it, and he just carried it on for years.
I'll be honest, I never, until you mentioned it, I never even thought about the Jesus and the correlation that they had. I honestly didn't either. But even though I researched where Jesus, I was like, is that his real name and his real birthday? Like there's the birthday thing, there's his death date thing, and you know what I mean. Like when they say his death date is a solstice. So I mean I can derive where you're coming from, but the only problem I have with that is the Lord is God, by God Almighty, because you said something about Lord already, so you make me refrain from Lord. Because they used to use it back in the I forget what those times were, the medieval times. They used to use my Lord, so you make me refrain from doing that. My God, and
they use it in England. You ever watch some England sitcoms? I love them. I love the English sitcoms.
My Lord,
they be in court, my Lord.
That's why you gotta be questioning that shit. You gotta be questioning
Mom.
that shit. But I would say, my God and Savior, I would say that it makes me, if it wasn't, like I was telling you earlier in text message, I said, if it wasn't for my experiences, for shit like that I just showed you, and then shit like that in the same breath of encountering, like, yo, coming straight up to me, be like, yo, hey, like, I'm not even talking, I'm talking about random people, like talking about, yo, God has this, and then I'm talking about, and I it might sound crazy, but I will tell you, like, I told my pastor, I say, yo, I believe I met Jesus before. And it was
I'm gonna give you a mind-blowing one. A mind-blowing one, right? I used to literally be up nights studying the scriptures, looking at the words, going to study the words because I wanted to really analyze the feeling behind it. And then, you know what I mean, like shit, like, and look at it for what it, you know what I mean, not from my own perspective, just kind of what was going on that time, and just looking at it like, damn, taking the good with the bad. And I gotta say this, you know, you let's read that. Got to question everything to learn about anything.
Yeah, which is true.
Yeah. Yeah. But to know the truth in the scriptures, it says to know the truth and not tell your brother, it's like blood on your hands, you know. And that's something that, like, I feel that a lot of us, as we don't look at the Bible for what it, like, for really what it is. You know what I mean? I believe it's a book of a culture of man of people who maybe you know what I mean, because we don't, in America, we may not, that's a whole nother convo. I don't want to talk about that. But those people that migrated out of, you know, Jerusalem and don't have their land back, that's what this story's, you know, in here is about. And I feel like, does it attach to us? You know what I mean? And should we, or can we just question just some of the things that's just very fucking similar, like just similar? The shit just similar. Jesus and I don't know, man. You know, so we got to be able to, like, you know, to know the truth and not tell your brother is like blood in your hands, man. And that's something that I mean, I got a lot of scripture I can pull, but I don't just look at the book just and say that this is the end all be all. You know, there's scriptures that's put in there about the rapture. I want to show a picture that,
and I would agree. I would agree with you that I believe that there's some books of the Bible that are like very. If man didn't have his hands on the Bible like it should, that, like, I believe if the churches would have been more concealed about it, there would have been one thing. But my thing is, it's the only book of the Bible. Excuse me, the only book of all time that's withstood all time, regardless of what doctrine you bring up, regardless of what society you bring, regardless. That's the only book that I know that's spread through every nation and everybody knows about. Everybody
that's because
knows
they fucking. That's because before they take over that bitch, they'll bring the religion.
You can't tell me that in Asia. The motherfucking Asia,
Look
China,
at the Spanish Inquisition.
They're so strong about their fucking their beliefs and shit like that. That shit is.
What is it? What is it right now? Japan don't have a government right now. What is it? I saw something that went viral. Something crazy.
Yeah, they're a dictatorship. What do you mean? Of course they don't have a government.
Somebody don't. It went viral today. I don't know. Maybe y'all could tell me. People watching who went.
Japan, China is.
It was like some shit that went viral. I just.
I don't know, bro. They're democracy.
Yeah.
I know I can't.
It was something crazy. Like
I was doing this. Another 12 minutes.
Yeah, but like, I'm just saying, wherever America touches or Nancy Pelosi. But that's a whole nother convo. People, thank y'all for tuning in to Gas Mask Shot TV. Gas Mask Shot Podcast. We feel talk that bull.
Motherfucker.
I'm not trying to, you know, I mean, look, I'm not trying to offend nobody. This is not. We're not trying to make. Look.
You look like Charlamagne the God.
I get that a lot. I get Charlamagne, Tupac, but I just think it's I just like to be thought provoking, man. You know, I mean, help people to think and go.
And you know what?
I
think that's
some shit and change their belief system.
I think that's one of the greatest things about you, that you step into the box in the realm of where it's very uncomfortable for a lot of people to step into, that most people are not willing to step into, and you are one of those people that steps into it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, nigga, I would be fuck no, I'm not stepping. You'll step into the ring and be like, yo, Jesus is fake. You couldn't get me to say Jesus is fake. You can't do it. I'm sorry, but I think it's great. And that baby is like hit the cat, but the cat jumps back. Whatever. I don't know where the fuck that came from.
They try to get into the jokes. We getting into the jokes? We finna do the jokes?
Hitting the baby is like hitting the cat, but the cat jumps back.
We getting into the jokes. All right, see, here we go. Hold on, people. Look, check this out. Gas Mask Tribe. We got to end the show. Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast where we feel talk that bull. Thank y'all for tuning in. We got to get into the after hours because it's about to get very fucking crazy. We about to get into the jokes, everyone. So thank you. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like or follow us wherever you're following us on Biz Entertainment. Appreciate that. Also, I gotta hit the motherfucking. There we go. All right, cool. See you guys in a second. Oh, you want to do last words right quick before we get into the gang. We appreciate that, man. We in the after hours, everyone. Gang, Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast, and we filter out that bull. Yo, Goofy Beast, man. I appreciate you driving, watching the show, but bro, I want you know what I mean. I want you to be safe, my guy. You know what I mean? I don't want you. You know. He said, "Did you know that the F word?" Here you go.
Did you know that the F word in orphan stands for forgotten? There's no F word. God damn.
I tell you, everybody, oh man, it's about to get nutty. Dude, where the jokes at? Dark humor. We at the dark humor hour, people. Thank y'all for tuning in. And this is something that's you know what I mean that's new that we we're liking.
Hey, you know
one.
I'm gonna give y'all one. Y'all want to hear some dark humor?
Take that one
read, I will read the verse. Sometimes I look at the sunrise and think to myself, at least I have my lasagna. And sometimes I look at the sunrise even more because that also pretty bright. But what I am trying to say is no matter how fucked up in the head we are, at least we're not Brian Soba, who literally gets fucked in the head every single day by his prison daddy. Wow.
UKTH, damn, insane writing a novel.
A straight novel. I got a question.
Nah, we appreciate that though. I
got a question, everybody. Look, and I want y'all to answer. I want y'all to fucking answer. Why do black people have nightmares? Come on, give it to me. Why do black people have nightmares? And we'll wait. Because I got them lined up all the night. Blizz, why do black people have nightmares?
I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna let you say it.
Because they killed the only one that had a dream. I had a fucking guy.
Hey, if you need a girlfriend, let me know. I got them in the refrigerator. Code on ice. Code on ice.
I'm staying away from that one.
That's how I got scared, yeah.
Oh, you heard that one? Okay, UK. All right, UK, you heard that one before? All right, answer this.
I heard that before notice. I heard that one before notice.
Hey, notice. I can see him getting his white pants on. Notice.
Come better with the jokes.
I got one. All right, ready? What do you call a black man in space? What the fuck do you call a black man in space, you motherfucker? Why can't Mexicans play?
We're going to meet that later.
Because they take all the green cards.
That's fucked up.
When a lasagna falls to the floor and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sandwich? I don't get that one. What do you call a black man in space, you motherfuckers?
If it's
astronaut, fucking racist. For anybody that was out there thinking it was anything else, it was a fucking astronaut, you motherfucking racist. And I know you motherfuckers like, what do you call a black man in space? Oh, Blackie or Black Magic? Of course you said it. Yeah, fuck you, UK. Don't be sifting on my jokes, motherfucker. He all over.
UK, yeah, UK already on you. He's like, man, we heard that shit before.
Oh, nigga, I heard that. You just can't say nigga.
Go.
Just can't say nigga.
Gonna be the first podcast.
I was thinking of black hole.
Goofy beast. That's good one. Hit the claps on that one. That's a good one. Hit the claps on that
one. What's white on top and black at the bottom society? Oh, are you giving an answer?
Oh, that's fucked up. That one's good.
Wow.
That was good. That was good.
Up, man. What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Oh my
So
goodness.
we're giving claps tonight, man. We giving claps tonight. If it's crazy or fucked up. Oh, if it's fucked up, we giving gunshots. Gunshots if it's fucked up. Like that was I mean, which means good. Go get the, you know what I mean?
You ain't got no racist jokes, bro?
What do you call black people in the ocean? Seal.
Oil spill. What the fuck? Wow.
That's a tough one.
What's long, black, and skinny?
Damn. That was good. That was good. Damn. Oh,
I'm drawing a blank now. I'm drawing a straight blank.
It's fucked up because like this shit is fucking that's good. Is that I really have one, but it's really bad. Goofy Beast.
Hey.
I know it's bad. Oh man. Oh shit. Okay. All right. I'm ready. Hey, you got some music over there so we can brace ourselves for this one? You know what I mean? Like we gotta brace ourselves for this. We got all right. What you confused screaming lasagna?
I'm confused. I'm confused on the lasagna one too. What do you call a terrorist in a wheelchair? At RCXD.
That was over my head. Yeah, I got me going that way. I'm gonna be blunt. I probably don't know those military. What is that? RCXD. I don't know what that is. You lost me.
Remote control car. Remote control car.
Y'all are fucked up. Now,
months.
Blacks running down the hill.
A mudslide. What do you call a terrorist in a bath? What do you call a terrorist in a bath?
What do you call it? Give us a second. Let some people answer it first. Give us 10 seconds. Let some people answer it first.
That is creative to the bitch. I didn't even realize that one.
Gunshot. There. That's good. All right. What do you call a nun in a wheelchair at Virgin Mobile?
Virgin Mobile.
He gave you all 4 of them. Claps, crowd,
you get 3 stars on that one. You get 3 stars on that one. That's fucking funny as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I'm straight about to steal these from my junk straight up. I'll be capping these at the fucking DMV, at the grocery store. Hey, what you call it? A man in a wheelchair. I can't even think of what it was. I had a whole list of them.
What did you call the terrorists in the bath?
I had a fucking whole list of them. Y'all keep bringing them. Y'all keep bringing them, man.
That's big time. Got your cheeks hurt.
Hell yeah. It's when you don't smile off it. Pull it up. Hickory dickory dock.
Go ahead.
The mouse pulled out the Glock. Okay.
We'll come back to that one.
Well, I'm ready for the next one. I made a website for orphans. It doesn't have a home page. Oh my god!
Oh shit!
Oh.
That's all of them. That gotta get the big one. That gotta get all of them, man. You gotta give them all of them, man. That was good. You need gunshots, everything you got over there. Everything. Shit.
Oh my goodness. Oh shit. Where everybody go?
What's the difference?
We're in Sankum. What is the difference between a wife and a job? A wife stops sucking after 5 years. I'm pretty sure you guys heard this one before. Have you heard about the new medicine they gave lesbians? Tricoxagen.
That shit never gets old to me, bro.
Tricoxagen. I've had I was so drawn to blank right now. I'm so drawn to blank. It's so ridiculous. Let's see. Jacob says, thank you, Jacob, for joining the podcast. Whites running downhill. Avalanche. It's not as funny as the black one, but kind of saw that one coming, Jacob. Goofy. Know the difference between, you spelled no wrong. Know the difference between a wife and a job. Is a wife wants kids and a job swallows them. Blow job. Yeah. 2 stars on that one. 2 stars on that one. Let me see. UK says, what do blind kids and orphans have in common? Neither of them can see their parents.
That's fucked up. That's a fucking highlight, bro. That's fucked up.
What do you call a homeless? What? Oh, what do you call a homeless strap-on? I don't know. Tell me. What do you call a homeless strap-on? A hobo dildo? I'm gonna give you a. Where'd it go? Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one for that one. Bing, bing, bing. Good.
I like my women like I like my wine. 16 years and locked in my basement.
Nah.
Nah. I know that was dark,
That
but
was
I get it.
That
Give
was,
me a
that
good
was pretty
dark.
dark.
You gotta give me a
That
good
was
dark. Like, I can't dig with that one. I like about women like he said off.
Shit, that's the I need my wine like at least like 22 years.
Did you say 3/10? That's fucked up. It's 3/5, motherfucker, not 3/10. You backwards ass. It's 3/5, not 3/10. You know what he's talking about? You know what he's talking about when he said 3/5, 3/10?
You talking about with 3/5 of a man or some shit?
Yeah, it's 3/5 of a man. It's not 3/10.
Yeah. 3/10.
You gotta be white. Gotta be.
Hey, at least you could come here and express it. We ain't tripping.
Yeah. At least you come fuck around. I like it. I dig it. I dig it a lot. I dig it a lot. All right, y'all done? I'm done. Let's wrap it up, bitch.
I'm trying to turn it on over here. Okay. Hold on
really?
1 second.
Are you really?
No, because I got it over here on Twitch too. I got it on Twitch and shit. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Really appreciate y'all, man. This is really dope, man. Thanks for the jokes and shit. Jokes is real. You know what I mean? J Biz said I need my wine mature.
Nah, nigga, you be over there hitting that 3/5 of a motherfucker 16-year-old. Oh, now
I'm home now. Let's get
I can't.
Hey, good. Hey, man, this dude is relentless, bro. He was relentless last night. Where Ray Ray at? Ray Ray is this like?
Yeah.
What did he say? Look. He said, "What do you call a black Pokemon trader?"
What? I'm curious.
What do you call a black Pokemon trader? Huh?
He's just getting warmed up. It's on.
What do you call somebody answer in there?
I don't know. What do you call a black Pokemon trader? What is it? I don't fucking know.
Laurent.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you, man. J Biz, fuck you, man. I can't even believe you put my government out there.
Shit.
Ninja messed up that one.
What do you call a black Pokemon
slave
trader?
owner.
A slave owner. That's good. Ninja. He said,
"Hey,
Ninja
J Biz,
messed
get
up.
your black ass hell, man." What do you call an autistic kid with a gun? I thought you touched it.
Hold on, I'm finna turn my shit on right quick.
What the fuck? Special forces. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
What do you call a black piece of paper, woman? What do you call a black piece of paper? Woman's rights. A blank piece of paper.
All right, Bully.
I said a black piece of paper. A blank piece of paper. Women's rights. Even in today's society. That's funny. I got a migraine.
You guys could join the convo, man. I'm trying to turn my camera on. I'm getting it charging right now, but I'm definitely here. So
Oh, this get your black
He
ass
calling?
on the podcast.
what do you call a flat-chested emo kid?
Hold up, what'd you say?
I said I ain't feeling good. I've been in a bed all day.
Oh, you don't feel good?
Nah, I'm fucking sick.
Oh, you sick, baby?
Nigga, fuck you.
Oh, you sick, baby? You need Black Thunder to come over there and warm you up. You want me to come rub your belly, baby?
Look, I don't feel good, motherfucker.
Oh my God! You want to rub your forehead, Pookie Woo?
What that bullshit?
Oh, you want some Pepto Bismol or some Gazolade? Take your black ass back to sleep, man. I hope you feel better tomorrow, man. All right, bro. I don't feel good, guys. What do you call a flat-chested emo kid? A chopping board. What do you call a bi person on fire? LGBTQ.
Dude, motherfucker, I had to come back in on that shit.
Oh my
That
God.
shit is fucking hilarious. Welcome, J Biz, to the show.
What do you call a flat?
So that's fucking crazy. Hey, you got your TV on in the background? You might have to turn that TV down. Hey man, wherever y'all following that, so on Twitch, man, come through, man. Thank y'all so much. Pretty like, share it, so everybody can see this, man. And also, if you guys ever have a chance, man, you guys can go to Gas Mask Tribe on Instagram and check out, the merch on there. And you guys are like that, man. We're really dope. Check us out. What is yellow and can't swim?
I don't know. A bus full of kids. Wow, that's fucking dark as fuck. That's not even the answer though.
UKTA said, "Who the fuck is that?" Coming up in the podcast like that.
Hey, you know who that is?
Coming up in the podcast like that. And then he said, "Look," he said, "Oh, that's Jacob."
Oh, that's Pookie. That's Pookie. Hey, hey, you remember the PJs? You remember that motherfucker used to be like, super.
That's your daddy. That's your daddy.
I'm about to bring it up right now. Hold on.
Look, he said, breaking news. Raccoon Zillas is tipping the Ives machine on my elderly neighbors and eating them. Well, there goes your wheelchair book club. That's fucked up. That's fucked. Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit Big Rev up, man. Make sure. Hey, bring his ass. Y'all hit that fool up. Bring him in here. What do you call a white person having a seizure? What do you call a white person having a seizure? Notice.
I look like your uncle. I look like your uncle, bro. Oh, I got your ass. Let me see.
Okay. We'll get back to that.
That nigga like a G.I. Joe.
He said, "What do you call a white person having a seizure?" Hey, what do you call a white person having a seizure?
I don't know. What do you call it? Oh, man. I'm sitting there laughing by myself. You guys don't even see what I'm looking at.
I see what your ass looking at. You look like nigga. Well, this nigga dumb, okay, for that one. Turn that shit up.
Oh shit! All right, so people, they fucked up. The internet's fucked up. Let's get back to the show. All right, what do you call it? Hey, see, look, we was just stalling out time to give you guys time to put the jokes in. You get what I mean? We were just stalling out a little bit to give you guys time to put some jokes in there, man, so we can, keep the show going. A vanilla shake. What do you call a white person having a seizure? Vanilla shake. UKTA says I got a messed up joke. Let's get it, TH.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on.
All right, so elders used to tell me your next wedding.
That don't even make no sense. That's so fucking stupid. Golly. He said, elders used to tell me you're next at the wedding, so I think I should start doing the same after funerals. That's funny as fuck.
Oh, shit.
I once made my dying grandma laugh by filling her medicine box with onion rings. In hindsight, it might have just been the sound of her ER dying,
What's the difference between Stephen Hawking and the Statue of Liberty? What's the difference between Stephen Hawking and the Statue of Liberty?
I don't know. Let's go to UK. The Statue of Liberty stands for something. Wow.
Oh. Wow. Gang.
UK says, why are police cars black and white? To match passengers white up front and blacks in the back. And that being said, I'm out of here, guys. Love you guys, man.
Gang. We appreciate y'all, man. Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all tune in next on Friday. We'll be here 9:30. So tune in. Thank you, UK. Thank you, Goofy. Thank you, Insane. We like to give everybody a shout out. He said, right, got one more.
Goofy, go ahead. Go ahead. Get it out. Let's save it for the next one. We'll get it out. Go ahead. I'm curious. Why do orphans go to church a lot? I feel like this is going to be stupid. This is going to be dumb as fuck. Why do orphans go to church a lot? So they have someone to call father?